Rae Carruth was about to rise as a huge NFL star, but sadly, his crimes overshadowed his career and he found himself falling to the ground instead of rising high in the sky like the other NFL players. Rae Theotis Carruth was born to Theodry Carruth and Charles Wiggins in Sacramento, California, U.S. His early life wasn't very public, and he has never talked about it much either. Carruth attended Valley High School and was a remarkable footballer, hence he got a football scholarship to the University of Colorado Boulder, in Boulder, Colorado. His football career there was said to be unremarkably good. He played 4 seasons for the Buffaloes and was named a first-team All-American in 1996. His quarterbacks at CU were future pros, Coy Detmer and Cordell Stewart. Carruth took his education very seriously and earned his degree with a double major in English and education. Moreover, Carruth caught 135 passes for 2,540 yards and 11 touchdowns in his 4 seasons, with an average of 18.8 yards per catch. Moving on to his NFL career, which was very brief but was nice as long it lasted, Carruth was a first-round draft pick in the 1997 NFL Draft, taken by the Carolina Panthers with the 27th overall selection. He signed a 4-year, $3.7 million deal that included a $1.3 million signing bonus. Carruth had a respectable rookie season in 1997 and started 14 games. He caught 44 passes for 545 yards and 4 touchdown passes, tied for first among rookie receivers. He was named to the All-Rookie team at wide receiver. He also began gaining a lot of popularity around this time. He broke his right foot in the opening game of 1998 and did not catch another pass that season due to the injury. He ended the year with only 4 catches for 59 yards. He played in the first 5 games of the 1999 season with 14 catches for 200 yards. Things were going pretty smoothly for him, but he started to deviate from the path of being a rising star and a non-controversial player. He committed a terrifying crime that shocked the world and ended his career in an instant. On November 16, 1999, near Carruth's home in Charlotte, North Carolina, Sherika Adams, a real estate agent he had been dating, was shot 4 times using a .357 caliber Charter Arms revolver by Van Brett Watkins Sr., a nightclub manager and an associate of Carruth. Adams managed to call 911 and said that Carruth had stopped his vehicle in front of hers and that another vehicle drove alongside and its passenger had shot her. Carruth then drove away from the scene. Adams was 8 months pregnant with Carruth's child at the time. Soon after her admission to the hospital, she fell into a coma. Doctors delivered the baby via emergency cesarean section. Carruth went to the police and posted $3 million bail on the condition that if either Adams or the infant died, he would turn himself in. Adams died on December 14, 1999. The baby, named Chancellor Lee Adams, survived but suffered permanent brain damage and cerebral palsy as a result of being without oxygen for 70 minutes before he was born. Carruth quickly fled after Adams' death, instead of turning himself in as he had promised, but was captured on December 15th in West Tennessee, found hiding in the trunk of a car outside a motel in Parker's Crossroads. The trunk also contained $3,900 cash, bottles of his urine, extra clothes, candy bars, and a cell phone. The Panthers waived him on December 16th, citing a morals clause in his contract, and the NFL suspended him indefinitely on December 17th. This became the final and brutal end of his career. At trial, prosecutors contended that Carruth hired Watkins and others to murder Adams because she refused to abort their unborn child. Carruth's lawyer David Rudolph claimed that Carruth had been caught up in a drug deal gone bad. They claimed that on the night of the shooting, after Carruth had refused to fund the drug deal, Watkins shot Adams in a sudden rage when she flipped him off after he had attempted to ask her about Carruth's whereabouts. Carruth was found guilty of conspiracy to commit murder, shooting into an occupied vehicle, and using an instrument to destroy an unborn child. He was found not guilty of first-degree murder, sparing him from possible execution. Carruth was sentenced to 18 years and 11 months to 24 years and 4 months in prison. Watkins was sentenced to prison for a minimum of 40 years, 8 months, and a maximum 50 years, 8 months for the murder of Cherika Adams. He was last housed at Scotland CI in Laurinburg, North Carolina, and died on December 3, 2023. Carruth sent a letter in 2018 apologizing to Sandra Adams, the mother of Cherika Adams, via WBTV in Charlotte, North Carolina, for accusing her of lying about him in interviews for years. Carruth was released on October 22, 2018, after serving 18 years. He moved to Pennsylvania after his release. Rae Carruth hasn't yet publicly revealed how he'll attempt to rebuild his life. In fall 2013, Carruth was one of 20 inmates selected for Central Carolina Community College's barbering certificate program, administered at Harnett Correctional Institution. Program officials choose from a pool of nearly 100 applicants each year based on the nature of their crimes, their disciplinary history in prison, and the length of time left on their sentence. During his first year in the 2-year program, Carruth received over 1,500 hours of instruction on popular hairstyles for men of every age and ethnicity. Instructor Reginald Dow also highlighted anything from infection control practices to basic business principles to how best to establish a rapport with clients. At the end of his first year in the program, Carruth passed an exam administered by the North Carolina Board of Barber Examiners, enabling him to receive a provisional license and to work in the prison's barbershop. Carruth spent his second year in the program serving as an apprentice to Harnett Correctional Institution's master barber and providing haircuts to the 1,000 inmates housed at the medium security facility less than 30 miles south of Raleigh. The few times Carruth has broken his silence in prison, he has revealed little about how he envisions his future as a free man. He has only hinted that he may leave North Carolina and return to his native California, where he still has family to help support him, and where it could be easier for him to avoid the spotlight. But things did not work for him that way, and he settled in Pennsylvania. Thinking realistically, Carruth's football career is surely over, and it is unrealistic for him to land a coaching or broadcasting gig given his tarnished reputation. He was once an English major and aspiring screenwriter at the University of Colorado, but that path also seems far-fetched, barring a publisher offering him a book deal to share his side of the story. Carruth's story is indeed an eye-opening one. There are multiple lessons one can learn from his life. The most important lesson being that your fate is in your hand at times, your actions have consequences, and you must surely face them. Moreover, as we already know, Cherika Adams' mother forgave Carruth and has decided to move on. This perhaps teaches us to forgive, forget, and live. Make sure to subscribe to the channel to get more such stories on your feed. Thank you for watching. We hope to see you soon.